Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another match here on the Bo Show, aka Belonia. Is playing the world. He's got a match here against Prathamesh Sawant, another local pool player here at Ox Billiards. Welcome, everyone. We got another banger. They're playing for 600 in the middle, looks like. Race to 15, 9-ball, call shot. And it's a little bit of a warm-up because I believe Prathamesh is going to be playing in the U.S. Open this year. So the U.S. Open is going to have a certain set of rules where you rack the 9-ball on the spot, and you have to break from the break box. Much more challenging style break, but makes it so that you can work a little bit harder and not get a free wing ball, basically. All right, so fortunately we got started a little bit late here, but Bo has the first rack on the board, I believe. Got some Monday night action here at Ox Billiards. Bo's playing almost back to back to back. I think it's 3 races in the past 4 days or so. I think Prathamesh saw the streams and he started getting a little bit anxious, a little bit jealous, maybe wanted to play some action. I think last night we had Bo playing against Triple G over from Bremerton area. Triple G unfortunately wasn't able to pull that one out. A lot of tough rolls in that match, but credit to Bo, he shot well, shot some pretty spicy shots. We also had Bo playing against someone, I think 3 days ago. John Mosseri coming out of 3 or 4 days ago, maybe actually, out of Anchorage, Alaska, I believe. He was able to take him down. I think that was for 200 in the middle. So Bo's making a little bit of a reputation for himself here at Ox. Pretty soon we're going to have to call this one the Bo Show, not the Ox Billiards Show. So we'll see. I'm sure he's down to play anybody, so step up. Both these players, 600, 603, 609 Fargos, so should be a pretty competitive match. I think pretty even, both these players, based on their ratings and their Fargo rates. So if Fargo rate has anything to say about it, they're probably pretty close. And yeah. Hola, Dan Peterson in the Facebook chat. How's it going? Send it out, Dan. Like and subscribe. Share it to everyone. Should be a lot of fun. We got another stream going, and we're putting in overtime here now. I'll have to start slowing these down, putting them on Fridays. But, oh, wow. The power. Prathamesh never seems to lack the power on those type of shots. I always make fun of him for breaking and flying the cue ball off the table. He is the, I guess he has a tendency to do that a lot. Hey, Chris Yerk in the chat. How's it going? I think it's been a while, but I think we played each other at, where did we play? At FNL stream, I think, way back in the day. I think we did like the 1 or 2 tournaments that he had at his place. That was fun. It was a good time over at Lee Baldwin's place over in Bremerton. Come check us out if you ever get a chance. It's a good time. But yeah, we got seems like a series of challenge matches now between Bo. Bo's been on the stream now for the third time in the past week. He's putting in work, getting the practice in. He's also avid maker of milk duds. If you guys ever heard of milk duds, it's a way to take an elk master tip, soak it in milk, press it, bake it, and it hardens up and helps the tip kind of stiffen, and helps it hold its shape better, hold chalk better. It's a pretty pretty cool concept. I have yet to try it out. He just brought me some hard tips over here, so I'm about to check them out. Maybe put one on my snooker cue and see how it goes. But I think he is playing with like a medium milk dud right now, one of his custom ones. So he's pretty nice on this 4-ball. Actually, he might be a little bit awkward because I don't know if the 5 passes the 7. It might not. Could go with a little bit of a friendly nudge on this 5-7 and split him up. We'll see. It's going around. Ooh, how's the speed? Went a little bit too fast. Not too bad. We are adopting the U.S. Open style rules. I think if you guys have been watching the Matchroom events in pool, they did play with these rules in the Euro Open, I believe it was called. European Open. It was break from the break box, 9-ball racks on the spot. Only difference is here they're doing call shot instead of normal 9-ball rules like typical. But yeah, rack the 9-ball on the spot, break from the break box. And the objective typically is to try to get the 1 ball on the side. Oh, wow, he thinned it. He had a chance at it, seems. And is he going to get away with it? Yeah, I think he is. All right. I'll be right back, folks. Just give me 1 sec. All right, we're back. Looks like Bo's gotten another chance back at the table and doesn't want to overrun this position. Oof, he's left a pretty thin cut on this one, I think. I think it's favored to make this though. A little bit of inside. Check it across 2 rails. Yeah, he hits those shots pretty sweet. Not bad. That's 9-ball. To put him 2-0 up. And nicely done there from Bo. We are playing winner break format, so it's going to be 2-0 in the favor of Bo. The Bo Show. We're going to watch him rack him and be back. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, just taking a little break there, but we have a guest commentator once again in the booth. We just keep getting new commentators. If anybody wants to come down and do some commentary, let me know. It's a fun time. But we have Leaf here in the booth. How's it going, Leaf?
Going very well, Christian. Glad to be part of Ox and watch Bo see if he can continue his streak.
Yeah, it's doing good. So tell us a bit about yourself, Leaf. You're a local player here at Ox. You're a member, right? I think I see you here more often than I come here at this point. I think you've logged in quite the number of hours at this point.
Well, I had the benefit of moving to Cap Hill about a year ago, right when Ox was becoming the thing of the area. And since then I've played more and more, and the community kept saying, oh, join this league, oh, play this game. Now to the point I joke with Damien that I could just put a cot up at Ox to take advantage of the wonderful tables and people here.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's a good time. That's awesome. Oh, we got Ricardo in the chat. He's saying good work. Yeah, he's saying, what's up, Leaf?
Even better to have Ricardo here. I'll say the majority of my losses in my Nightball League are to Ricardo, so I've got some vengeance scheduled.
Yeah, there you go. So you and Ricardo are going to play next on the stream? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, if we're not considering 600 Fargos, I'll give it a go.
Okay. Yeah, we can put your APA skill level up there. It's fine. No big deal. We don't judge. But, Bo's looking pretty strong in this one so far. I don't know if you've been watching it so far, but
oh yeah,
they're playing winter breaks format, I think. I don't know if this is from the break. This might be a break and run. I wasn't paying attention earlier, but yeah, they're playing winter break format, 9-ball call shot, so no slop, no early 9s. I think the 9-ball would just spot up if they make it early. And they're playing a little bit different rules when it comes to the break. They're going to be taking on the U.S. Open style break rules. I think it's going to be the U.S. Open, the Matchroom event. It was in the European Open, which I think was a consensus from all the pro players, which was breaking with the 9-ball on the spot instead of the 1-ball on the spot. And they'll be breaking from the break box, which is, I think it's now defined as the line drawn from the spot, or the head ball, basically, the one as it racks in the rack. Draw a line from the 1 to the middle, I guess the top short rail, the 1 and the 3 diamonds, I guess. And then that's your break box in the kitchen, so kind of hard to describe, but you'll see where they break it from. So it forces you to kind of put more cut on it, and a little bit more of a skillful break, especially because when you break with the... Oof. Wow, nice shot there. That was dynamite. Yeah, especially when you break head on with the magic rack and the one on the spot, you can kind of get a free wing ball, right? Basically every rack.
Yeah, I've watched Prathamesh break and smash racks almost in half as he goes at it. It seems like he's got a tendency to punish the rack as much as he can. Yeah,
he likes to hit him hard, that's for sure. I think sometimes to his downfall, right? I was saying earlier in the stream that he's the one to make fun of most for flying the cue ball off the edge of the rack, because he just cuts it a little bit too far out, and goodbye cue ball if you put any elevation on that. But yeah, we'll see. I'm sure we'll see some of his break. I think this cut break though it kind of forces you to hit a more controlled break, because you're really trying to get that 1-ball on the side. You might even cut it enough to get the wing ball to go, but usually requires a lot more spin, and you tend to lose your cue ball. So.
Well, I noticed the last time when Prathamesh was breaking that he actually didn't stand up into a stroke, and he stayed down in the more controlled fashion, where normally he gets up 3/4 of the way.
He broke the first rack, right?
Yep. Okay.
So 3-0, Bo off to a hot start. I mean, he has been the hot hand in these money matches we've been playing. I think the players are playing for 600 in the middle to make things a little interesting. The race to 15. And we got a dry break. So you kind of saw him do it there, where cut the rack, try to make the one on the side, it missed, and it went across the opposite corner. And then his cue ball kind of goes to the long rail and checks and kind of comes to the center of the table. So made it pretty decent, but a pretty good safety here from Prathamesh, so not bad.
Yeah, pretty good is a conservative description of that, I'd say.
I mean, if you really wanted to get him, he would have been glued to the back of the 6, right? Force him to go 2 rails away, but he might have the 1 rail escape. Actually, I'm not sure. It might be. It might be 2 rails.
Maybe we can keep a list of notes in the chat for Prathamesh to watch out for as he takes them to the U.S. Open and refines his game.
Yeah. I'm sure he's gonna go back and watch this especially for the breaks. Pretty sure. So we got Michael Luber in the chat saying good luck, Bo. I say we get you on the next match here, Michael. What do you think? Maybe you and Bo play each other, or what? I'm sure somebody will play you. I'll play you. I'm down. Be a good time. Ooh, good try there. You knew you had to go around the 4. I think the 4 was a pretty big ball. I think you had to get closer. I guess you had to hit the rail sooner to get more angle on that. So, not a bad try. But they're not playing early 9s, so he is going to go for a position and try to run this out. I feel like I might play this into the bottom right corner pocket and just roll it forward and just take a long 2-ball. Kind of get guaranteed position. Hey, Scott. Yeah, this is just a challenge match. Scott Proud in the chat. Yeah, they're just playing a challenge match. Prathamesh wanted to practice for the U.S. Open that he's going to be participating in, and I think they're playing for 600 in the middle. Let me know if you want to challenge anybody, Scott. Proudy in the chat. If anybody wants to play Scott, let us know.
I'm curious, would you ever see if Prathamesh would do a deep screw on this to come off 1 rail back for the 2?
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
Just
yeah.
like that.
It's a good shot because you get closer to the 2. The other option is to roll forward, like I said, and take a longer 2 because it's an easier position. Kind of is your personal preference, but...
Well, considering that screw is far more difficult than it looks, I'd play the first shot you recommended as well.
Yeah, for sure. Oh no, Scott, you haven't picked up your cue since Vegas? Oh man, we're going to get you trained up. Let me know when you want to come by and practice, and we can play. But yeah, eventually we'll get you started in the commentary booth. You can come do some commentary with me, and then we can get warmed up. Looks like Rainbow in the chat. I think that's Bo's family shouting him out, saying, "I hope you win, Daddy," and also I hope you win at Bo. Nice to know he's got the support. Michael Lubrin, he's down for a friendly match. Okay, we'll make it a cheap friendly match, just to get it interesting. Testing from YouTube. Shucheng in the chat. He's testing from YouTube. Shucheng, you know the chat works. You don't have to test it. We're streaming to all 3 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I think if you go to the YouTube and Twitch chat, you might have a slightly different... it might be a little bit higher. No, I think they're all 12. I think they're all, yes, what is it, 780 or 720 by 1280.
I'll say one of the benefits of being at Ox where these matches are going, you can both watch them in person and have an earbud in and listen to the commentary at different angles and wind back some of the crazy shots like the deep reverse screw Bo made yesterday. I watched that a couple of times.
Oh yeah,
Saturday.
I think it was 2 days ago or something, right? Or yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I think he had a no, it was 2 days ago. Sorry, 2 days ago, Saturday, and I think it was 2/3 or so of a table that he potted the ball at. That was the distance or so of the pot, and then he screwed it back like a table and a half. I think he put it on his Facebook feed. It was pretty wild. He blames the milk duds on that one. This is what he said. You guys don't know, Bo makes stamps his own tips. Watch out, center pocket. Ooh, wow. Yeah, Bo was telling me about it. He makes his own custom milk duds, is what he calls them. They're basically pressed elk master tips that have been soaked in some sort of milk and baked at a certain level. I guess the idea there is to kind of put some extra protein in between the pieces of leather, etc., and to harden up the tip, make it, less soft and more shapeable, and let it keep its shape over time better. So I got a couple in front of me right here. I'm gonna try. We'll try one on my snooker cue, probably one on my pool cue. We'll see how it goes. But that's what he blamed it on. He says, "Oh, it's the milk dud. That's why I drew it."
Well, I had the privilege of Bo providing me with a tip as well. Maybe I should hold off on this now. Maybe the next thing he's going to say, "Oh, just put this on and schedule a money match."
Yeah, you never know. SC Manhattan in the chat saying, "Hey, thanks for the stream. Last 2 matches have been fun." Yeah, they've been pretty good. I think the one last weekend on Friday or so went Hill. It was pretty tight. Triple G put up a good fight, but Bo got the best of him. Let a few of the Rex get away. Oh, Prathamesh with a friendly bump, shaking his head. He knows it wasn't the best position, but he'll take it. This 9-ball to get him on the board. And it's 3-1. They are playing call shot 9-ball, but not call position 9-ball. So, there's always a chance to slop that a little bit. But yeah, come on and check us out at Ox Billiards. We're down in the heart of Capitol Hill in Seattle, Washington. We got a pretty sweet stream set up now. Yeah, if anybody wants to challenge Bo, it looks like tis the season because he has been playing a lot of matches here, and we're welcome to have him. A little bit of action here and there might be fun. Maybe we'll start scheduling maybe a little bit more regularly or have a better schedule, but maybe getting some more guest commentators in the booth, getting some more players to challenge each other and play here at Ox. We've got a decent stream set up now.
Well, I'm curious with the more and more competitive events coming here, seeing a lot of the excellent players playing in Masters APA on Sundays and the new BCA League coming to Ox.
Oh, yeah, we're starting BCA on Sunday. Get the word out if anybody wants to join. We're doing a BCA qualifier. We'll qualify for Western BCA events as well as any national CSI events. Ooh, yeah, so Prathamesh went for that cut break, and he missed the one little bit below the side pocket.
I noticed they're not using the same rack as last time. They're actually opting for the
the
Magic Rack.
Yeah, they're using the Magic Rack brand. Magic Rack, right? I think they had been using the AccuRack in the previous matches, from what I remember. Maybe they just picked a different one or something, but yeah, not too bad. Looks like we got Rainbow in the chat. Looks like saying Dad won yesterday. Yes, he did. The Bo Show is on. Oh, Proudy found us on Twitch. Uh-oh. He's on the behind the scenes account, maybe? Is he gonna give us a boost in the ratings, or are we just gonna get flagged for inappropriate content or something? No, I'm just kidding.
Did not expect Bo to bobble that one there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to force an angle probably that wasn't really there. It's like he kind of overcut it to the left, right? Just to get the cue ball to action to move more to the left half of the table. He had a shot, even if he did a stop shot. It was just going to be more of a cut, so didn't have to force it too much.
I find some of the difference in these players really interesting, considering they're both quite high level, where Bo will approach and have an accelerated then decelerated stroke at the end. But Prathamesh here kind of strikes straight through the ball every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, no. It's gone straight into the side pocket. Oof.
Maybe the next feature ask that should come here would be to mic up the table as well. We'll see the banter that these guys have going.
Yeah, microphones are part of the process. Still going to figure that out. We have some microphones set up for the snooker tables, but we'll keep it improving. We'll keep getting it better. I think I have some ideas as well to help make it better.
And the latest fancy addition was the Zoom, which kept our Alaskan friends oohing and ahhing when they were here.
Oh, yeah. Who was it? What was her name?
Crystal?
Crystal, yeah. She was she was freaking out when she saw the Zoom. The fact that you can just, let me see if I can do it. Pull the camera over. And we got a little Xbox controller here, and we're getting a tight shot here of this. You can see reflection on the balls even. Pretty decent cameras. Not too bad. Get a good look at the combination there.
Nice and clean.
Nice shot. Can get tight enough to see the reflection on the ball. Looks like they got a little chalk mark on that cue ball. We get a referee to clean it off. No, I think you'll be fine. But yeah, pretty awesome cameras. Get some good sight lines. More cameras come, more angles. And yeah, if anybody wants to donate to the cause and help us buy more cameras, there is a Venmo link in the description if you guys want to donate. It's a good time. It's like Shu Chang in the chat saying good runs from both players already. Yep. And Rogue Hunter saying, happy birthday, Kelso. Oh, is Kelso in the chat? I guess maybe we'll see. Rainbow saying, I heard you say that Dad won yesterday. I think he won $400. Yes, he did. Oh, he's pretty straight on this 5-ball. But, yeah, he was... I think he's been letting it ride, so... Oh, wow. Cheated the pocket. Watch outside. Oh, okay. Got fortunate with that pocket position. Point position is what I call it.
I think this will be an interesting shot here where Bo was saying earlier that he tries to emulate a lot of Alex Pangulion's play because they're similar height.
Oh, okay.
So they end up going over rails or jacking up like this with awkward queuing quite similarly.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I mean, Alex, if you're going to model your game after anybody, Alex is pretty good. He's pretty up there in terms of the world scale.
Yeah.
One of the best players ever.
I believe he was recently added to the BCA Hall of Fame as well, so
yeah,
maybe that's the next stop for the Bo Show.
Nice, nice. Oh, sweet. Kelso Woodwick. Yeah, he is in the chat saying, thanks, brother. Appreciate to see you tomorrow. Yeah, nice. Glad to have everyone representing Pacific Northwest Pool here at Ox. Got some matches. Bo Belonia in the lead, 4-1. Showing us what he's made of. And looks like you got to go practice now, Leaf. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, at this point, as much as I'd love to stay here and watch Bo maybe take another victory, I'll be off for a prior commitment, but be watching on the stream.
Sounds good, sounds good. We'll have to see you later.
Wonderful. I'll join you all in the chat, and let's see how the match concludes.
Alrighty. So we had to say goodbye to Leaf. We had him for a little bit, but now you're stuck with me, soloing it for this one. But a couple of good runs from each player. I think Bo's looking pretty sharp. Prathamesh maybe had a couple early mistakes, but looking pretty good in this rack. I think he has recently adopted those elevated glasses, I guess you call them, like snooker style or whatever type glasses made famous by Dennis Taylor and other snooker players. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of trouble holding his cue ball on this speed here. Really, if he can keep it within the second diamond or lower, he should have a cut on the 6. But the 9's kind of a big ball to get back up for the 7, so I wonder how he's going to play it. Might have to go forward, play for an angle on the 6 and go load it up with a bunch of right spin. Looks pretty good. He can shoot this with a ton of inside if he wants and try to swing it around the rails and play for the cue ball to end up in the top right or top left corner of the table depending on the angle. Don't think the bank is on. He might have a chance to play a safety here. Just bank the 6 ball hard off 2 side rail, short bottom rail, left side rail, and kind of glue them behind the 9. Glue the cue ball behind the 9. It's kind of like a one pocket shot, I think. Where you sort of kick or get rid of your opponent's ball from the pocket and leave the cue ball up against the rail. Looks like he's going to go for it, though. Knowing Prathamesh, he is pretty aggressive. Oh, he got a pretty decent kiss off of that 9. And he gets the point in the way, so he avoids the scratch. Oof. Nice shot, but fortunate roll at the very end there. Almost could have scratched it if it had gone a little too far. Looks like we got some stuff in the chat. Rainbow saying that Dad is the best pool player in the world to me. Yeah. He looks pretty good to me, too. Rogue Hunter saying he's going to have to come by sometime. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. Welcome to have you here at Ox. It is in the heart of the city, so I know it can be difficult for some folks to make it and whatnot, but still a pretty good time. And Prathamesh puts another one on the board. Nice out there. Solid shooting. Not sure. It might have been a break and run. I'm not sure. I didn't really pay attention to that one, actually. So, anyway, anybody can go back and watch the VOD later. I'm sure both these players are going to be checking it out over time. Prathamesh is kind of treating this as well as like a warm-up match. He is playing in the U.S. Open. He got a spot. The matchroom event coming up in I think or later this month, maybe sometime in October. I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, he's playing in the U.S. Open, and they are playing the similar format with the breaking rules, where they're gonna be breaking from the box using the 9-ball on the spot with a template. It is a rack your own winner break format. Only difference is they are playing call shot 9-ball, which is maybe not so common, but call shot 9-ball and no early 9s win. You see Prathamesh putting some left-hand side on this break, and he sinks the 1-ball. Nice break. Let's get a look at the 2. And he's probably going to have to play a safety on this. Don't know if it's... Don't think it's potable. I don't think the angle is there. Yeah, it doesn't go past a 6. Probably just going to use a 6 as a backboard and fling the cue ball up and down the table. Send it to the left half of the table and hopefully leave the 2-ball right around the second diamond on the short rail. Oh, it just looks like he's playing slow and trying to put the 6 in the way. Yeah, I don't know if I like that because you leave the player close to the balls. And I know it can be solid if you really, really glue them to that 6. But the problem is the balls are still kind of tied up. I feel like with the other safety, you put a lot of distance and you break up the cluster basically. So it kind of leaves an open table if you were to get ball in hand or if you were to get a look at the next ball. It's the only disadvantage of this type of shot is that you still leave balls tied up. Or I guess it could be an advantage if you're maybe wanting to extend the game longer and make the other player work for it if they get the first initiative. Could be, I guess, a safer tactic. I think Bo has this thin carom. He's going to try to make the 8-ball here. Oh, no, I guess not. Interesting shot there. I think he's left the 2 to the bottom right corner. But let's get the dig at this cue ball a bit. It's pretty close to the rail. I'll probably try to play it off the side rail and play it maybe to the middle of the table between the 4-9. No, he's putting a lot of left-hand side. High left. Maybe just check it. Hit it at speed. And it is call shot 9-ball, so Bo, I think, has the option and won't be giving this one back. Actually, don't know. It might not be option. It might just be opponent's shoot. But that fluke, I think, gives Bo a pretty decent starter 3-ball, and he's just checking this angle on the 5 to make sure it's the right line to get back down for the 4, or for the 6. All right. Rattled that 3 ball. Unfortunate miss there. Now Prathamesh gets initiative on this rack. He's pretty straight-ish on this 4. He has enough angle to stun across one rail. He's probably going to play the gap between the 9 and the 7. Or knowing him, he'll just power it and try to play it on the other side of the 9. Yeah, he hit it a little too hard. He just juiced it a bit too much. That is a tendency to hit that one a little too hard because you think you need more angle out of it. But really, he just needs to clear the 7, and he's going to have a decent line at the 5. Oh, better watch his knee on this 6 ball. I think it's pretty close. Ooh, he decided to go rail first with some swerve. Left a fairly straight shot. I think Bo can hold this on the right side of the 6 and follow. Even if he gets straight on the 6, should be decent to get back for the 7. Ooh, he overcut it a bit. Oh, man. He might leave him hooked, though. Oh, it's close. I don't know. Prathamesh doesn't quite have the edge on this ball. He might opt to swerve this. I'm not sure. The kick isn't really there because the 9's in the way. He's going to have to work it with some side spin. Actually a pretty tough spot to be in. I think I like to kick up and down table though, because if you sink it, it's a pretty natural position for the 6 ball. Yeah, you decided to swerve it. It's just such a touchy shot to get that swerve just to take just right. Granted, the kick isn't any easier, I guess. Could have had a 2-rail kick maybe, but the 9's still a big ball there. But now, ball in hand, I think the key shot here is going to be getting from the 7 to the 8. And I think he wants to get fairly straight on the 7 just to screw it back and get somewhere where the cue ball is. Kind of where it is now, actually. Go 6, 7. Get straight and pretty close to the 7. Or sorry, 5, 6. Yeah, angle on the 6. Get close to the 7. Screw it straight back. Probably have to play some low right on this ball. Watch outside pocket. Nicely done. He got pretty straight. Yep, good shot. Now he just wants to come straight back. And the key here is as long as he gets to right around the 2nd diamond or so, should have a natural line to get the 9. Doesn't want to draw back too much. That's just the only risk here. Because the stop shot here is technically still fine. It's just a long 8 ball. Just kind of draw into a comfortable position, just not all the way back down to the bottom rail. Ooh, he decided to come all the way back and hit the bottom rail. Oh, no. He's going to be straight. Yep, that's the only mistake you can make there. Tough leave. He might have a little bit of line to cheat this pocket. Yeah, he has a little bit of angle, I think, but doesn't want to force it too much. I think if you just float this forward with a bunch of right spin, let the right spin really just take off the front rail. Oh, he went the other way. Okay. If he had that much angle, actually, he probably could have been better off putting a little bit of left-hand side to open up that line off the rail, but still pretty makeable 9 here. Really puts himself in position. And nicely done there from Bo. 5-2. Let the players rack them up, and I'll be right back. All right, bow to break, dry break. One of the interesting parts of this format is the different rule set on the break. They're playing with a 9-ball on the spot, and that usually means that the wing ball is not free on the break. Got to cut the one on the side. Seems to be the strategy. This is in preparation. Prathamesh, I guess, signed up for the U.S. Open. Wow, what a dig there! Nice shot. Able to keep it above the corner pocket and forced it back across with some left spin. Really thin 2-ball. Now here, I think he wants to play low left, come 2 rails across and bump the 9 full. No, he didn't get into it as much. Yep, he's shaking his head. Needed a little bit less speed and a little bit more spin, I think, and he would have had a much better line. Even if he comes underneath the 9 and bumps it up, that's even better, actually. But needed to make sure he spun off that first rail a lot more side. Now it looks like he's going to be calling the 4-ball into the bottom right corner. Hits it pretty thick. And slop is not allowed in this game. They're playing call shot 9-ball. They got 600 in the middle to make things a little bit interesting. And we got the bow show up. It's got another shot. Broke this rack dry, and Prathamesh had the first chance, but got out of line on that 4-ball and flukes it. This is the third time we've had Bo here in the past week, too. He's been a champ. He's 2-0. Got 1 win over John Mosseri in the first night. A race to, I think it was race to 9, 10-ball. 200 in the middle. And he played against Triple G last night. It looks like they played a race to 15, 10-ball. And he went double or nothing. Let it ride. Now, these guys are playing for 600 in the middle, 300 each. And Bo's got the initiative so far. Hey, there's John Mosseri in the chat. Speak of the devil. Hope your concert was a good time. Unfortunately, we couldn't have you here for longer. Could have had some more races, but next time you guys come to Seattle, come check us out. We've started the trend of the mini bow matches. We're gonna call it the bow show pretty soon, not the ox show. And he's pretty straight, but not bad. Let's see his milk duds in action. Bo makes his own tips. Takes some elk masters, soaks them in milk, and hardens them up. Makes them a little bit different play styles. Nice stroke there. And this 9-ball to put Bo up. 4 racks. Sinks it. 6-2. Putting Bo up 4 racks over Prathamesh. At this point, we might as well just open up the registration for anybody who wants to challenge Bo. Looks like he'll take anybody on. I think it was originally supposed to be Shu Chang today, but I think he had prior plans that he was preparing for. So maybe we'll have to catch him when he gets back from his trip. We can have a good time, Shu Chang. I hear Yellowstone is pretty cool, especially this time of year. Say hi to what's the name of that geyser? I forget. I forget, but check out all the geysers. It's pretty cool. Hey, John in the chat. Hey, no problem. Saying Seattle was a blast. Concert was great. Good to hear. Good to hear. Loves the place. One of the nicest pool rooms. He's had the pleasure to play in. Thanks for letting me be part of the stream. Yeah, no problem. It was a good time. Yeah, next time we can get you here in the booth or get you in some more matches, or, you know, if you want to come play some snooker, we can stream that too. We'll show you guys how to play. It'll be fun. What am I saying? You guys will be experts at that point. I hear there's some snooker tables at the Billiard Palace, Anchorage, Alaska. At least one, I think, is what I heard of. But, yeah. Good time. Now another dry break, it looks like. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a story of the match is dry breaks galore. Who can take advantage? I think tends to be the case that players like this in general, at least at the pro level, or the higher up you get. Players tend to prefer this style of break. Oh, I see. John saying they only have one snooker table in town, but they only play golf on it. I see. Yeah, that's fine. Well, they get some 15 red action, then next time you come down, it'll be fun. Or even on the Chinese 8-ball table. That'll be a trip. Meanwhile, got a interesting 1-ball. I think he can cross bank this. It has a half a pocket or so to go past a 7. I just wonder if he's going to go for that aggressive type shot. He could bank this into the opposite corner pocket. That'll help him get position on the 2-ball with some low left. No, looks like he's playing the combination. Oh, does he get hooked? Yeah, I think he hooked himself. And looks like it was a fluke, I believe. So it is player option. And Prathamesh is going to take a look. So he's giving it back. Do believe he snookered on this 1-ball. So it is jumpable. It's also possible to make this rail first. And that kind of leads to a little bit natural position for the 2. So he might be playing this rail first. Yep, we'll see. Oh, just barely misses it. Wow. That was very, very close to coming in. All he had to do was kind of barely make contact with that 1-ball and he would have had it in the pocket. But Prathamesh is starting to feel the heat probably a little bit. Wants to make sure he gets this rack because 7-2 versus 3-6. Yeah, it's starting to get to a big lead if Bo goes up 7-2, so he's got to get it back within striking distance and kind of just wants to keep it close until the end of the rack. If you keep it within 2 racks or so once they get to double digits, I can see it being anybody's game. Both players pretty aggressive and can run out and put some strings and racks together if they play some good safeties and get a few 7-ball plus runs. So I like to see what they can get going here. So he's playing the thin safety off 2 rails. Ooh, friendly nudge on the 6. Nice. That'll put him in a good spot. Now it looks like Bo's going to probably have to go 1 rail full contact on this 2. Maybe go 2 rails behind it. I don't think he can go 1 rail around the 4 on the short rail. He has to go one of the long rails. Yeah, come up behind it. I like that idea. Usually leads to bigger separation on the balls, and something like this where you might leave him hooked. Yeah, I think he's got an edge of this 9-ball in the way, so Prathamesh probably going to try to cross bank this and play a safety at the same time. Kind of a 2-way shot. He might jump at it actually because it leads pretty naturally to the 3 if he stuns or follows across the left half of the table. Yeah, last time he kind of overjumped, so just to get over the 9. And he does sink a ball, which gives Bo the option, but he's pretty decent on this 2-ball, so I look for him to take this on. Just kind of stun and try to kill the cue ball. Probably the goal. The 6-7 aren't too tricky as long as he gets on the 6 into one of the top corners. Yeah, nice stroke there. Good shot. Now probably just wants to roll this 3 ball and stun across. Or roll forward. I think leaving this 6 ball into the top left is probably the easiest. It's going to be jacked up though, so look for him to use the bridge. Ooh, you see the high part of the bridge. Nice. He's basically, Mount Everest on this one almost because it's so far up the table. So I think here, just because of how much of the bridge you're working, just roll this ball in. You can play the 6 into any of the top corner pockets. Ooh, we stunned it up actually. Now it's a little bit interesting. You can play this ball still up in the left corner. And just stun across. You'd like to be high on the 7 though to come down for the 8, so could see him playing the carom or the combination. One of the combinations is that both combination and carom are really, really thin is the only problem. But the 7's pretty close to the pocket, so yeah, I like that shot. Just make the 6. Actually, getting below or lower on the 7 is still fine. Because the 8 ball is pretty much over the pocket. Ooh, just overcut it a little bit too much. Didn't quite gauge the outside spin correctly and overcut it. I guess see what looks like he overcompensated a little bit on deflection. He does have a low deflection shaft. I think he's shooting with the Mezignite shaft. 12.2 millimeter tip diameter. Oof, Prathamesh hitting that ball thick. Rattling it a little bit. Does he get away with it? Not quite. I think it's fairly straight, but I think Bo can force follow this and nudge off the 8 ball. So favor him to make this. Looks like he's adjusting his bridge. Trying to draw it. We know he can draw. Let's see those milk duds at work. Ooh, nice shot. Oh, and it bumps a 7 up. Haha, 7 up. Oh, does he hook himself? No, man. That's close. I think it might just go 8 balls over the pocket, 9 balls over the pocket, so it's really just make this 7. Don't scratch. Yeah, he's looking at that line. He does have to follow it, and it kind of trends a little bit towards the corner of the cue ball. But I think he should be okay. Ooh, hit that way thick. Yeah, I think he miscued or something. That was a little funny. Nice shot there from Prath. But where's the cue ball end up? Oh my goodness. Talk about a slight fluke in position there. And it's pretty open, I think. Yeah. Don't think the point's in the way, so just has to make this kind of a similar cut to what Bo had earlier in the 7. It's that tricky line where you think you might follow up the table and have a chance of scratching, but we'll see. Yeah, he kind of put some more power into that one just to avoid the scratch or any semblance of it. But hit it a little bit too thick. Now Bo's got the choice, combo or carom. I think at this angle, it's not so natural for the carom, so I'd probably take the combo. But who knows? We'll see what he does. Yeah, he's looking at it. Combination all day. Let's see it. What I like about this is even if you go a little bit too thin, you can go rail first and still make the 9. Oh, he hit the thick side. Uh-oh. Just nudges the 8-ball in the 9 closer to the pocket. Now I think Prath is just going to roll this 8. Even if he hits it a little bit thick, rail first, he should make the 9. Doesn't want to go too thick or too thin. Has a wide margin for error, I think. Yep, nice shot. No early 9s. So he's going to have to play position for the 8-ball next. Watch out, cue ball. So they are playing call shot, no early 9s. But if you make the 9 on a combination, you just get to keep shooting. So basically 10-ball rules, but 9-ball break format. So here, just float 1 rail across, or 2 rails even. Yep, nice shot. All right. Big shot here for Prathamesh. Wants to bring it back within 3. And nails that one in the heart of the pocket. 6-3. Players are rack 'em up. Winner break format. I'll be right back. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share the stream out to folks that might be friends with these two. Might want to watch some pool. And I'll check you guys out in a bit. All right, back in the booth. Got a chat from Andrew McMahon saying, is he like Bo versus the World Tour or something? Yeah, I think so. My thoughts, I think Mike came up with this one, but to call it the Bo Show at Ox Billiards. Like it rolls off the tongue nice and easy. We'll call it the Bo Show Part 3, or Episode 3 of the Bo Show. Prathamesh Sawant, challenger. We'll see who he wants to play next. Bo knows, he says, Andrew. Bo knows. Yes, he does. Not too bad of a table, but the 7 ball is really the only problem. It's going to be the tricky ball. We would like to make that actually and break up the 7 on that shot, but position on the 2 ball, pretty hard. I wonder if Prathamesh goes for it. If you hit the 7 ball full or early in the shot, you might be able to stun across with the 2. Very difficult to tell. I don't think the 7 goes on the side is the only problem. Yeah, he was hitting it with speed. I've noticed that from a few shots from Prathamesh that he tends to hit them at pace. I think try to get the right angle, but sometimes it causes him to maybe tense up and shoot the shot a little bit offline. kind of a high risk, high reward. But pretty aggressive player when he does it well. He does it well, but yeah, talk about a roll. Shu Cheng getting glued to the bottom of this 5-ball. If Bo had any good rolls from yesterday, they're coming back to bite him now. That's a brutal one. I think he only has a 1-rail escape and has to manipulate with some left spin, but missed the 9. It's gonna be tough. No, I'm sorry, Andrew. I think I might have misspoken, but he played on Saturday night, I believe, and Sunday he had a family day, so Friday, Saturday, I think Bo was playing this past weekend. Took a day off. Now he's back at it again. So far, it's been a pretty good payoff. Yeah, Triple G he played. Won the match against John Moseri with a 200 in the middle. Decided to let it ride and double it up and beat Triple G 2 nights ago. Now these two were playing for 600 in the middle. Prathamesh A wanted some action, but B also wants to get a practice match in. Prathamesh signed up for the U.S. Open happening later this fall, and mostly he's trying to get used to the break format, figure out how the balls will roll off. They're playing U.S. Open break box rules. Must break from the break box, drawing a line from the 1 ball to the 1 and 3 diamonds in the top rail in the kitchen, and 9-ball racks on the spot. So the strategy there is typically to cut the rack and try to make the 1 on the side, or if you cut it enough, force the wing ball to go down to the bottom corner. But it's not a free one. No, I think Prathamesh is the one who signed up for the U.S. Open. Bo is just here for the Bo show. He's stepping up, playing anybody and everybody all at the same time. So anybody wants to play Bo, I'm sure he's open to it. We'll have to hit him up. So far, he's putting the heat on Prathamesh too. 6-3. Nice shot. He's pretty. Oh, and he gets the bump on the 7. Wow, that's a good roll. Don't know if he was aiming for that contact, but perfectly solves the rack in that shot though, because that 7 was pretty tough. Now he's calling the 7. It is call shot 9-ball. No early 9s. 9-ball wood spot. Somebody in the YouTube chat asking, how do I play the winner? Well, come on by. Come meet us here at Ox Billiards. Maybe we can hook you up and get you in contact. If you're a local Seattle player, I'm sure we could figure it out, but we'd like to meet you first and say hello. I'm sure Bo is open to playing anybody. Oh, Andrew's saying Bo's too good for him. You know, you can always get a spot. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. Also, doesn't have to be for anything. Can just be a pride match. But tends to make it more interesting when you put something on the line. Yeah, wow, indeed. Shu Cheng, I agree. That was a wild shot, but he broke up the 7 perfectly. Oh, no, and he misses that. Yep, called it. Drew a little too much. I feel like he kind of overpowered that shot. That is the one thing about these Rasson tables is if you hit them at speed, you got to be hyper accurate. They almost will spit the balls out more than a diamond table will at high speed. It's kind of weird. The cut's a little bit more open than a diamond at 4 1/4, but boy, do they rattle. They rattle when you hit it hard, man. Nicely done. Prathamesh brings one back. Uncharacteristic miss from Bo in the 8 ball. Puts Prathamesh back within 2 and breaking. Come check us out, Ox Billiards. We are starting a BCA league this Sunday. Make sure you sign up. There's been posts everywhere. If anybody wants to come play in a qualifier, we are doing a 10-ball league, singles, races to 5. I'll release a schedule pretty soon as we get player signups. If anybody wants to share the Facebook link in the chat, there's a few links out there in a few of the Facebook groups. Yeah. Chu Cheng saying a big swing in momentum, yeah. A couple little mistakes made by Prathamesh early on. Got Bo a pretty significant lead, but now a couple of missed late balls in the rack gives Prathamesh the run of the balls. And he's making a comeback. Let's see if he can keep it going. Now with the 9 ball on the spot, it is 9 ball on the spot. The break box, they draw on from the 1 and the 3 diamonds on the top rail to the 1 ball. So Prathamesh is looking to cut this rack and make the 1 in the side pocket. Maybe make another ball at random. It's all about speed and control in this break and figuring out the right paces. Hit that one harder, so I think he's hoping for a random roll, but not going to get it. And the way the balls lay, I think the 6, if it passes the 7, the rack looks pretty solid. This 1 ball might be kind of a tight shot. Goes in the side, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think really it's the 6 ball is the tricky one. It's a pretty natural carom angle though, so maybe he just plays with the carom on the 7. 1, 2, 3 are pretty much in the middle of the table. Now 3 to 4. He wants to get below the 3, come up for the 4. The 5-8 combination lays a little bit funny. Wants to get on the left side of that pocket line, I think. How's the speed here? Just ran a little too far, so he's on the wrong side of the 3, so he might have to come up and down the table. It's always the little things, you know, it's making the ball is one thing, but getting on the right side of the ball for the next shot, whole another story. Difference between running out tables and making some really tough and really cool shots. Let's see what the Bo Show has got. Oh, does Bo know? Yeah, Bo knows. Nicely done. Doesn't want to get jacked up. Oof, that's a little bit awkward. But a big rack here because Bo wants to get back to having that 3 to 4 rack lead if he can. All right, he's got a decent angle on this 5. Doesn't want to be on the rail because he might want to draw back. Or he hits us at pace and busts the 5 ball up into the middle of the table. calls the 8. See what he gets on this bump. So nice shot there, but double kisses the 5. And a tough leave here. I think I like playing safe. The only problem is where to. I think you gotta cut the 5 to the left long rail and try to get it to the bottom middle diamond. Play the cue ball up table. Looks like he's going for the combination. It's a pretty far 9 ball cut, but the 5 and the 9 are at least pretty close together. Ooh, hit it a little thick. I hit the 9 a little thick, I guess. Now, that close to getting out in this rack. Prathamesh needs these 4 balls. It's a big side pocket shot because I think the way the 6 lays, it's pretty natural to make the carom if it doesn't go past the 7. Wow, and he hits it at speed into the side. Don't know if I would have shot it that fast. Now it's Bo's option because they are playing 10 ball rules. He's got a full look at this 5 ball, so he's definitely taking this on. But probably has to go for the cut combination on the 9. The only problem is it makes it a lot thinner since he has to actually overcut this and go parallel to the rail. Tough shot. He's taking his time. Rightfully so. I don't know. It's pretty difficult. Oh, went for the reverse bank. Gets a double kiss. Lucky bounce. Lucky roll. Doesn't end here. It's 5 passes, so if we can get this shot jacked up over the 6, should be looking good. Ooh. Tough miss. I like for Prathamesh to run this out, I think, now. Too makeable of a 5. Everything else is sitting in the pockets, basically. Does the comeback continue? We'll have to see. Yep, nice shot. This 9 ball to put him back within 1. Prathamesh almost letting this game get away from him, but brings it back 6-5. Let the players rack him up. I'll be right back. So another dry break from Prathamesh. I think we're going to be seeing this a lot with this break format that they're playing by. 9 ball on the spot, break from the box. Makes it pretty tough to get a free wing ball and break and run, so I think these games are going to be a lot more tactical. Rightfully so. I think it's a good switch up to the rules. I think US Open has played by these rules for many years. I think last year was a bit of an anomaly. They maybe because they had Judd Trump or something, I don't know. But at least Matchroom's trying to innovate and try new things out every once in a while. But nice jump from Prath there, but I think got a little bit too much pace into the cue ball. Not that he could really hold it that much. He did a pretty good job at putting and drawing that ball. I think he has a window between this 6-9 to bank this 2 ball up the table. Needed to cut that a little more. I guess it was pretty straight on. Now I think Bo's been getting some good runouts early on in the match, but has missed that kind of key shot to get the last 3 balls or so left in the table a couple times and open the door to let Prathamesh back in. So he's got to take advantage and get another one of these big 6, 7, 8, 9 ball runs and clear up to keep the pressure on. Both players pretty evenly matched, 603 and 609, but we have seen both of them execute shots at a level, definitely a level higher than that. Ooh, Bo's got good speed to bump the 4 there. I think he tried a little bit too hard to bump it and overcut it, but got a little fortunate with the roll. Probably was playing it at that speed just in case that happened. The way the 3 ball lays, it's a little bit tough to get on without hitting the 4. Now we'll see another jump shot. I think Prathamesh is 1 for 2 on the jumps. That's a good one. But hold on a second. Keep the jump cue there. Gonna have to shoot this one again. As we say in the UCLA marching band, nice shot, do it again. Much farther jump shot though. He's gonna have to land on the 3, I think, to control this cue ball. This could easily get away from him. Oh. Nobody saw it. Round 2. Was a good practice stroke. It's kind of jacking up a ton. Oh, sinks that one. Nicely done from Prathamesh. 2 jump shots in a row. Putting on a little bit of a clinic, huh? We'll have to bring him by whenever Florian comes back, and they can have a jump off. 2 solid jump shots there. We don't talk about the practice stroke. It's okay. 4 ball's a little tricky. I don't think it passes a 5, so combination, thin cut in the side or a safety. Maybe even a 2-way. Bank the 4 into the bottom left corner and play the cue ball up table. Not quite the reward he would have wanted from those 2 jump shots, unfortunately. Actually, I think it cuts directly if he wants to cut it past the 7. Looks close. I think it should cut though. Yeah, I think he's going to go for the bank. Oh no, combination. And Prathamesh likes to shoot a lot of shots at that speed. I think that's his like comfortable speed, but I find it a little bit pacey at times. Spark asking in the YouTube chat, what's one thing I should focus on as a beginner? It's a good question. Q Sports in general has a lot going on, so I think fundamentals is always good to focus on, no matter what level you are. Getting a good bridge, getting a good stance, lining up your cue and delivering in a straight line. I think starting there is pretty good. I would stay away from putting too much side spin on the ball until you get more comfortable. Stick to follow and draw and center ball action until you get more used to the speed and the compensation. I'd say get really good at making balls. It's probably a good place to start. So another somewhat fortunate roll for Bo. I wonder if Prath is cutting this into the bottom right or banking it. Ooh, we played the cue ball safe. Oh, nice shot there. Wow. I think he caught the inside of the point just a bit and it helped kill the ball on that shot. He did have a lot of side spin and a lot of left spin to kind of kill it. So that probably also helped. Wow, nice safety. It's pretty tight. I think they're almost frozen, so I think Bo's going to have to go probably... He might have to go 2 rails around the corner and come up. Can he swing it around this corner tight enough? He's looking at it. Yeah, I think he can hit high up on that ball. Yeah, it's going to go side rail, some left spin, 2 rails, and try to get a line on the 4 or go rail first. Oh, man. He kind of jumped the ball a bit, and that's not what he wanted. He jumped off that first rail, bounced off the second, and then I think that shortened up the angle a little too much. So now Prathamesh has a pretty open table. The 5 to 6, a lot of distance to travel. Shu Chang in the YouTube chat says, @Spark, shoot straight. Yeah, I think if we all could shoot straight, we'd all be a lot better. It's an important part of the game. Prathamesh kind of does that a little bit too, where he addresses the cue ball a little bit higher than where he follows through. He kind of addresses the cue ball at around center, and then at the last stroke puts his cue low to but draw. I think in general it feels like he aims higher than at address than he actually strikes when he follows through. So now the 7-ball does pass into both corner pockets. I'll probably play this one rail up to the middle of the table, right hand side. Or one rail middle table, right hand side I think is the shot. Could go up and down the rails too, but that brings a 9 into play. Decided to stun it. He's a little straight. I think he has enough angle to punch this forward and across. Maybe hit where the quarter is on the left rail. Bang, bang. He likes that speed. Run this a little bit far, but this should be okay. Nice out there from Prathamesh. Brings it back to even. 6-6. So from 6-2 down, 4 in a row from Prathamesh, and he'll be breaking when we come back. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the patent Prathamesh skip off the table break. I called it. We're going to see one of them tonight at least. He was walking over to the booth and smiling. He knew he hit it. It's too much angle. At that speed, you can't hit it at that much angle. It's always going to fly. I think maybe he's trying to switch up the break and hit more of a power break straight on, but flies that one away. All right, Bo's got a pretty nice table layout here. 4 to 5 is going to be a little bit interesting. Everything else kind of lays natural. 2 to 3, 3 to 4 is pretty natural. Maybe guarantees a straight in 3. Should have an easy time getting down for the 5. Then 6, 7, and 8 also are all pretty straight ups. Just about consistency here and not getting out of line. This is a rack where it seems pretty easy up front, but all it takes is one shot just a little bit out of position to compound and make the next shot a little bit more and more difficult. Yeah, Manhattan. There's one place you don't want to drop the balls off the table at Sox. Yeah, we're working on getting carpet in here so it's a little bit less loud when you fly the cue ball off the table. Yep, everyone hears it, that's for sure. I think I just like rolling this ball in. Oh, I don't know why he put so much side. Yeah, I think if he just rolls that, he has a lot of space to play and get straight on the 3. Even at distance, just do a stop shot on the 3. It should be fine. All right, let's step away for a bit there. Oh, slow rolls it. Legal shot. Kind of a containing safety. I think he wanted to get behind the 6, but still not bad. SC Manhattan saying he hopes we don't get carpet. The cement looks great. Yeah, I kind of like the vibe of the cement too. That's a good point. It's got a little bit of an industrial feel here at Ox. We're down in the basement, but plenty of space for pool and snooker. Kind of speakeasy style. You have to buzz in and find your way down the stairs. But once you get down here, it's a little bit of a billiards oasis, I like to call it. Oof, try to hug it to that 5 ball. I think his 4 leaked out a bit too, so it's going to leave a long, thin shot. We've seen Bo make one of these before, but I wonder if he's in the groove right now or if he's going to play it safe. I'm not sure. Decent amount of balls in the middle of the table to play safe behind, but I wonder. I think he's going to take it on. I think he's left this open for Prathamesh. So wants to roll this in. I think he's going to put a little bit of check side. Oh, and it barely drops. At that speed, you can get away with some of those shots, but he's just dropped that one in. All right, so nice shots from Bo. He's got a chance here on this 7. I think we'll see him play this with high right. He likes to use a lot of check side. Oh, he's actually going to gear up for low left. He could just kill this and play 8 ball on the side, but watch outside pocket. Nice bump. All right, so he had a shot like this earlier in the match. I wonder if he's going to recover from this angle. He shot the 7 ball. I think right around the time when the momentum shifted towards Prathamesh. So will he shoot this ball with high left maybe? Or just a high ball? Or is he going to try to stun across again? Looks like he's going to draw out of it. Just play to the center of the table, nothing too fancy. Played across the other side of the 9. Okay, nice shot. Oh. Prathamesh is caught up in this one, but Bo's got a nice 9 ball. Try to get back in the lead. Sinks it. Puts him up 7-6. The Bo show is back. Stops Prathamesh on his 4-rack run. We'll see him rack the balls up. Winner break format. 9 ball. Playing 9 on the spot. US Open rules. We'll check out the break. Tough miss there from Bo. Could have been 2-0 up, but now Prathamesh ties it up. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to like and subscribe. Share it to folks. This is the third night in the past 3 or 4 days we've had the Bo show on. It's got a pretty tough opponent today. Prathamesh has made a pretty good comeback. Yeah, Shu Chang YouTube saying, surprised that he didn't try to make it straighter on that 9. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I guess he figured he could make that 9-ball cut. He kind of liked that cut, but he just overcut it a bit. Now, Prathamesh did fly the cue ball off on the last break here, so let's see if he can keep it on the table on this one. But now, low outside. Going to cut the 1 on the side. Oh, made the 1. Is the 2 going to give him a look? Needs it to roll a little bit. I think it cuts, but it's pretty thin. It's a natural path to come down for the 3, though, so I think he's going to take this on. Yeah. He's got like the 5 and 6 in the bottom right corner to kind of bump into if he gets a weird line, so... Nice cut there. Hits the 7 full. Does it get in the way, though? Oh, man. Unlucky roll there. I think he needed to be a little bit more intentional with the line off of that, too. It was one thing to just make it, but I think he really needed to clear the 7, and he was going to be home free. Tough look. 7-7, though. Anyone's game. Prathamesh has brought it back to even. I think if we get to like 12-12, it's anybody's game. Oh, where's the cue ball going? Wow. Unlucky roll there. Yeah. If anyone wants to check out the Facebook chat, we posted the link to the BCA League starting up this Sunday. We'll give everybody an extra week of sign-up time, but deadline to sign up is October 9th. If anybody's interested in playing BCA here at Ox on Sundays, it's going to be from 1:30 p.m. to 5. It'll be races to 5, singles league, 10-ball. A little bit of a different format. Got some feedback and folks saying they wanted to do more races, so we're trying to try a little bit of a different format out. And yeah, if you want to qualify for next year's events for BCA Worlds in Vegas or any Lincoln City events, Western BCA events for next year, you can come qualify with us here at Ox. Oh, Bo. What's going on? You've been sinking those balls usually. A few uncharacteristic misses. Chucheng saying in the Facebook, or sorry, in the YouTube chat, Bo's military experience might give him a mental edge near the end. Yeah, I think in general it's been giving him a pretty solid edge. Staying disciplined on a lot of shots. I think in the match 2 days ago against Triple G, he had a raging headache. He said he needed to get some Tylenol to cool it off, but he was still shooting like a madman. So I wonder if he needs to get headaches more often. He might need a good headache here to stave off Prathamesh. Back and forth, though, these players have been going. I think it's just been coming down to that miss on like the 4 or the 5, because both players easily can run 4 to 5 balls if the table is wide open. It's just been missing that key ball in the middle of the rack. Now doesn't want to be straight on the 8. Tendency is to get too straight and have to do a crazy draw shot. He's got a little bit of angle. I think he can follow forward though. This is a shot where he can tend to overhit this Prathamesh typically, but let's see if he has to be hyper accurate with the cut. Ooh, came back. Nice shot there. That was another example of where he aims almost almost follow or center the center of the cue ball at address, and then he just puts loads of low right on that shot. Great shot there. And sinks that one. 7-8. First lead of the match for Prathamesh. I think Bo's going to take a quick break after that one. We'll be right back with the next break. Don't go anywhere. All right, both players back from the quick restroom break. Got another guest commentator here in the booth, Mr. Mike Lubrin. How's it going?
Hey, good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Glad you can make it out here. I saw you in the chat in the past couple streams, rooting on Bo, huh?
Yeah, that's my buddy.
We got Daniel Sardancelio in the Facebook chat saying, "What's up? Strong arm." You know Daniel, right?
Yeah.
Good friends?
Yeah, I know Daniel. Yeah,
Yeah, he's pretty good,
a pretty
right?
good guy, man.
He's okay. He's okay.
Nah, he's really good.
Yeah, Daniel's sponsored by Ox. Proud of his play and performances in the past few months. We gotta get Daniel going on some of these challenge matches though. Maybe Bo and Daniel can play one. You never know.
Never know.
Yeah, we got Daniel's gonna be playing for Team Washington, the Northwest Cup. Make sure to tune into that. Mike Littman putting on the full show. Littman Lights Northwest Cup. Hey Daniel, I see your Fargo's creeping up. Are you gonna get close to 700 pretty soon here? You gotta start taking out Blake next time you meet him.
That would be a good match.
Yeah,
That would be a good match right there.
yeah. Put Blake and Daniel in a 1v1 here at Ox. That'd be dope. I think they played in a recent tournament. I don't remember where. But yeah, maybe keep a lookout. We might put another big tournament here at Ox on. Another like race to 9 or something. I kind of like the 9-ball rules they're playing by, where you break from the break box, 9-ball on the spot rack. It's in line with the matchroom events. Prathamesh, he signed up for the U.S. Open coming up.
There we
So
go. Hey, good luck with that, bud.
yeah, I think he wanted
You represent the Washington.
to get some action here. That's why he was like, "Hey, Bo, you playing again? I want to play." Oh yeah, Shu Chang is saying in the YouTube chat saying that they played recently in the Spokane Open. That's right. Okay, Spokane. Yeah, I gotta get to that side of the state. It is a bit of a drive, but I hear they got some cool places out there. Black Diamond, I think, is one spot I've heard of, and a couple others. But yeah, maybe we should get a Spokane versus Seattle
Oh,
rivalry
there we
going.
go.
Yeah.
That would be nice right there.
Yeah, we have is it Damien Pongpanic lives over there, right? Jam Up founder. All right, let's see this Milk Dud at work. Oof. Is he gonna get a roll? Ooh, he doesn't quite get there. I think Prathamesh with a shot. It's gonna be running into the 7 though. It's all about the angle that he hits it at and how he comes off. He's got a good chance to get in somewhere in the middle of the table though. Did you know about this? These milk duds that Bo makes?
No,
No?
but you just give me one today.
Oh, yeah?
And I'll go try that one.
You ever try it out?
Never tried it, but
I guess the process involves soaking it in milk and then pressing them. I guess when they're Elkmaster tips, which is like a solid piece of leather.
and
Soaks them in milk and
yeah, some goat milk or something.
yeah, goat milk I think.
Okay.
Presses them and then bakes them to harden them up. I guess they expand once they absorb some of the milk, and then he presses them down, and then I guess it helps with the hardness and adjusts them up. So
Oh, look at that. There's Miguel Pereira from the chat. Hey, what's up, Miguel?
we got some celebrities here in the booth. Let's go. All right, so nice safety from Prathamesh here. I think he's got to go 2 rails. It's a little bit wide. Watch out, corner.
Good hit.
Oh man.
I got scratch.
Still, one risk with that shot is that scratch is pretty high percentage. You can hit it at a few angles and still scratch like that. So nice save from Prathamesh. Extracts the ball in hand. I think 4 and 8 look a little tricky. Yeah, I think he has to get good on this 4 because it's going to be overcut. He has to be pretty precise with the cut to make the 8. So look, he's dressing pretty high on the cue ball, but I bet she's going to come down on this last stroke and put draw.
It's gonna go for
Oh,
the
no. Side pocket, okay.
Side pocket. It's perfect.
Side pocket is going to be coming towards the 6 a bit, but should have a nice angle to come 3 to 4 next. Just to bump the 6. Okay,
Ooh.
draw across.
Put some juice in that one.
Javier Valenzuela in the Facebook chat asking, Daniel, are you playing in this? Daniel's not playing today. This is just a challenge match between Bo and Prathamesh, but I would encourage Daniel if he wants to come down. We'll try to find some
Yeah.
action for him.
That will be
You play him, right? Is that what you said?
No.
You were telling me that earlier.
I'm not that good.
You'll take a spot, but you'll play him, right?
No.
No? All right.
I'll play with you though for friendly game.
Okay. All right, we can play one. I'm down. Oh, he's able to sneak it past the 8. Okay. Nice shot. Yeah, we could play a battle of the 500 Fargos. That's fine.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know if anybody wants to set up a match. Reach out and we can see what we can do. We got the stream set up now, so just got to press play. And the lights are on.
Good to go, yeah.
Ooh, he's a little funny on this 6 ball. It's going to be coming towards the 9. I think he's probably just going to punch it. Punch it and stun across one rail. Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, it's a good angle. Guarantees the angle to come down for the 8. It's
That's
Prathamesh.
perfect angle right there.
Bringing the heat now. So you see he's hitting a pretty center ball, and he's going to put draw at the last minute.
It's going to go below that. There we go.
Yeah, so interesting technique to kind of aim a little bit higher than his actual last stroke.
Yeah, for the bottom one, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's it's a little different than I usually see. I feel like I see kind of a like Francisco Bustamante does like the opposite.
I'm about to say that, yeah.
He goes like on the table. He's touching the table
All
low,
the way down, yeah.
and then he'll come up on the
Yes,
shot,
sir.
right? It's like
Yes, sir.
opposite. Wow, he got a lot of spin on that one though. And that's the other thing too. The Francisco break. That one's pretty dynamite.
Yeah.
Nice out there from Prathamesh. Goes
Right,
up
it's 9-7.
9-7. So I think he was 6-2 down. It looked like, and now he's got 7-1 in the past 8 racks. So not too bad. Miguel Ferrer saying that Michael's looking for a matchup.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we can match him up with someone who wants to play. Who wants to play Michael? That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm like 560, so.
All right. You and me play after this with Bo and Prathamesh commentary.
Oh, yeah, man, I don't mind. Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fun.
Probably like race 10 or something.
Yeah, it's getting it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, probably nothing too long. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Or race 7.
Javier Valenzuela asking, I thought U.S. Open pre-qualifier tournament, are they still doing those? I'm not sure exactly. I feel like maybe next year we should try to bid for one of those, but I think what ends up happening is the venue will buy a spot, and then they'll host a tournament, and the winner of the tournament gets the qualifier spot. Basically pays for the spot to go to the U.S. Open. I think Prathamesh just bought his own ticket, from what I understand. Yeah. Chucheng, I agree. Those 2 misses when Bo was up 6-2, I agree, has been pretty rough because he had a couple of kind of like more routine rail cuts that he expected to make. I think that's why he took the bathroom break earlier too, because he was on a good run, pretty wide open balls. I think Arose run around the 5 or the 4 he missed a couple times, and he just left the easy run out. But big momentum shift. He's not out of it yet. He's only down by 2, so I think I'm telling you, it's gonna be like 12-12, and
Yeah,
it's gonna be
close.
It's gonna be
Can't
close,
win.
yeah. So push out from Prathamesh. I think Bo gives it straight back. Wants nothing to do with that. 2 and the 4 are tied up. Oh, wow. Came up
Missed
really
it.
short. I think he might have hit the point. That or he just manipulated a little bit
I think
too
it's
much.
just too much English on that one.
Yeah, too much spin. Wow. Really tightened up a lot. And the problem is now, though, he kind of opened up that 2 and 5. They were a little bit tied up how they were sitting before, but now he has somewhat of a makeable out.
Look at Miguel. Miguel in the chat is killing it. Hey Miguel, yeah. Miguel is my backer. Actually.
Miguel's your backer. Okay. So I talk to Miguel when it comes to the money, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Miguel, how much are you putting on Michael here? Oh yeah, okay. He's saying the Filipino style, old school, where you would hide where you put the English on the ball, right?
Sure, yeah.
Because back then, you didn't want to spill all the secrets, right?
Yeah. You don't want to let copy your style or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you would dress it down low on the table, and then you come up and aim what you were doing just on the last stroke, so nobody really sees where you're putting the spin. But nowadays, I don't know. I feel like it's all out there.
It's open now, yeah.
Nobody is really hiding anything. Too many people.
It's all about your own game now these days, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Too many coaches out there perfected the teaching and stuff. Chu Chang saying this reminds me of a Pokemon battle somehow. Turn-based attacks and runs. Yeah, it kind of is. It's like Prathamesh just brought out his Charizard and he just took out like one or two of Bo's Pokemon, but Pokemon does have a Blastoise, so trying to fend him off. Might have gotten a little funny here. Ooh, it's tight. I think he can make it, but it's super tight. Should go. Just has to avoid the 8.
There we go.
Yeah, nice shot.
That's a pretty good shot.
Nice speed too. Oh, a little far, but
hard,
still makeable. He likes these back cuts a lot, I noticed.
He used a lot of English.
Yeah, the last few matches he played a lot of these kind of blind pocket shots. Yeah. He hits them like at that right speed too, where they kind of just roll and he control the cue ball really nice. Yeah. This one's a little bit farther away though, so definitely not easy.
It's gonna be
You might run into the 9, or he plays stun. He's thinking about it. Whatever he does, he has to commit to it. No.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
No double dipping while on the shot.
Between the 9 and 5 in this one.
Yep. How's the line on the cue ball? So he's left another thin cut on this 5, but as long as he avoids the right side pocket, should be pretty free and clear. But not making this one easy.
Yeah, it's going to be thin.
It's going to trend toward that side.
The cue ball is going to be flying around in this one.
Yeah.
Unless if you can put a lot of English on this one, left English.
Yeah, like check it. Yeah, he's putting.
There we go.
There's left English. Yeah, just to avoid the scratch, right?
Mm-hmm. And kind of kill the cue ball too at the same time.
Yeah. A little bit awkward bridging on that pocket. Big shot. All right, Miguel says he's putting 100 down to start with. Ooh, hits the 9 full. Careful 9 ball, though. Oof. Nice shot. That was the only risk. But
that's the only risk right there.
Good hit on the 9 to slow it down. Javier asking any one pocket action down there? I mean, we could start some. Everybody wants to play one pocket. Javier's asking.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good one pocket over here, but
oh yeah, we got Tommy here. He can play. I gotta practice my one pocket before I'm put my money where my mouth is. Well, but 9 ball, 10 ball, I'll play 9 ball. Yeah. Rotation.
And I remember too, you guys you did one pocket tournament here.
Yeah.
One time.
Oh no. Shit. Oh wow. That's a tough miscue there. Man, that would have put him 8-9.
Could have been only 1 point.
But tough one there. Well, the difference between 8-9 and 7-10 is pretty significant. Prathamesh makes that one. Get the 3-rack lead. Biggest lead for Prathamesh of the night. Big swing of momentum. Bo's going to be kicking himself after that one. But,
Is that like a 5-game straight win?
yeah, I think it's been...
It was
so it's
7-6
6-2 down. So it's been a 8-1 swing in the past 9 racks. So, big swing in momentum. Bo getting off to a fast start, and Prathamesh now taking the lead. I look for Bo to get back in this match, though. He's not done yet. But, yeah, we had a one-pocket tournament fairly recently, I think, like a month and a half ago or so.
And who got the first in that one?
I think Daniel and Tom Aiken split, I think, at the last, because it ended up being a pretty long tournament. I think they played a race to 3 in the final, or it was race to 2, I think, everywhere except for the winner side. I think the winner side was race to 3. So, yeah, one pocket can sometimes take a long time.
Yeah.
But these tables aren't super, super tight, which I know one pocket players really like to play on tight tables. So matches can go a little bit faster. Yeah, that's right, Shucheng. It's a race of 15, so right now it's a 5-7, 8-5 race at this point. So still a lot of time for shifting of momentum. Just like how Prathamesh went 8-1, Bo can go 5-1 back, and he's back in this match easily. Javier's asking, how many players did you get in? I think we got 16 exactly, or something close to that. I gotta check the bracket. I wonder if we can look that up. But yeah, I think it was between 16 and 20, something like that. I don't think it was. Definitely wasn't a full 32, but yeah, one pocket race to 3 was. It'll still take a while with 16 players. So he's got a shot on this 3-ball. Wonder. He's gonna have a tough time holding it. He's gonna have to roll this in a dead weight to keep it for the 4, unless he uses the 9 as like a stopper. Could just be playing it with follow. Yeah, he's playing to bump the 5 to keep it there for the 4, but missed on the pro side. Not bad. Don't think Bo has a bank on this 3, really. You can reverse bank it, I guess, but that's pretty big angle to bank it. I think he just plays thin. I would probably play thin off the left side.
Yeah.
Maybe like thin it, or just
Thin
separate
it to the left side,
mm-hmm.
and then go around to the cue ball to the right side.
Yeah, right side of the table.
Down the pocket, yeah.
He stretched out a lot, and he's right-handed, so he might have to use the bridge on this. The other shot I'm thinking is he could just separate the balls and try to play behind the 9. Put the 2 balls on the opposite long rails. Oh, he's playing the 3-ball the other way.
I think got licked. Got it.
I think he has a look, yeah. Yeah, his body language tells me he can see it. He's jacking up, and he's putting a lot aside. Yeah, I don't like that shot, really. I feel like it's one of the shots that I think he speeds it up. Oh, yeah, thanks in the chat. Ox Billiards posting 13 players, races 3-2, winners, loser side, $100 entry. Miguel asking, I need to visit you guys there at Ox. Do you have to be a member to play there? No, you don't need to be a member. Member days are Mondays and Wednesdays, so it's closed to the public on Monday and Wednesday. Members only. We are publicly open. Oh, he's made that 3. Nope. It's going to leave. Long kick shot, I think. Or a swerve. He might be able to jump over the 5. Yeah, I think he's getting the jump cue. He's, I think, 3 for 2 jump shots today. 3 for 5, sorry. 3 out of 5.
See another one over here.
Might make it 4 out of 6. Oh, just put a lot of
just
side
missed
on
it,
that.
yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, Miguel. So our open days are Thursday through Sunday, 3 to 12. We are open on Tuesdays, but pool is closed starting at 6 o'clock for league. And snooker is open all day on Tuesdays. So 3 to 6 on Tuesdays for pool, snooker all day, and then Thursdays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if you become a member, though, you get 24-hour access. So that's the big benefit of becoming a member. You get cheaper pool rates, and you get 24-hour access to play pool whenever you want, or snooker. We also have a Chinese 8-ball table, which you should come check out too. It's pretty dope. I think these pockets on this pool table are 4 1/4 inches. I think on the Chinese 8-ball they're 3.3 inch.
Holy moly!
So
Oh wow!
pretty tight.
Yes, that's a table to practice.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. One pocket on that table would be the game.
Oh man, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, and it also has the rounded snooker style pockets.
Yeah,
So-
it's that a sharp thing.
Yeah, if you don't hit it in the heart of the pocket and it rattles, it'll rattle out instead of rattling in. So the ball won't stay in the pocket typically if you miss it at speed. But you gotta hit it perfect. All right, nice angle for Bo here. He's gotta focus down. He's been making some odd mistakes. It's kind of in the middle here, no man's land. Probably gonna shoot this on the side.
Yeah, I might go to the corner. Because
Yeah,
if you're
side
gonna
is
go to the
pretty
side,
thin.
you're gonna go. The cube is gonna go
Yeah, pretty quick.
flying around. Yeah.
Corner, you can control it, and if you play stun, a little bit of left, he can hold this below the 7-8, and kind of be a two-way if he misses.
That's true.
I don't know.
He's looking at the side one, probably.
He's looking at, I guess, the line of the 7. Yeah, I think you're right. Holding the cue ball on this 6 in the side pocket is pretty tough. He's aiming low. Oh, I think he's going side. How's the speed?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, he hit it sweet. Nice shot.
Look at that shot, Prabhu. Hold the cube on there.
Yeah, now I think he has enough angle to either hold it there or play the 8-ball in the same pocket. Yeah, I think you can play one rail across. Big shot. Watch out, cue ball. Nice. All right, little angle to go forward or just draw it back or stun, whatever. There's all the options. It's kind of in between a little bit on all of them, but should be fine.
Should be fine. And
Might just have a little
I
bit
prefer-
longer 9.
I think it's going the bottom on.
Oh, yeah, nice
There
shot.
we go. Nice shot.
And that's another one for Bo. Just trying to stop the bleeding here. Brings it back within
Yeah.
2.
Especially on that 8 and 10. I got
Yeah, 8 to 10. Still close. I mean, what? It's a 7-5 race now? That's nothing.
7-5. Oh, is that the one you talking about a while ago? They put that 9 ball spot.
Yeah, you can see it from this angle. They are wrecking the 9 ball right on the spot there
Okay.
instead of the 1. So what that does is it shifts the rack higher up the table. And now the wing ball, as they call it, or in this case, it's the red 3 and the pink 4.
Mm-hmm.
Those balls, when you're using the template, tend to be freebie balls to go into the corners.
Oh.
But with this type of rack, they're a little bit too high up the table for them to go into the corner pocket very easily. So the strategy, from what it seems like, is to cut the rack since you're in the break box. You cut the rack a little bit and try to send the 1 into the side pocket.
That's good to know.
Yeah, and I think at times you can even cut it enough to still make the wing ball, but it's pretty tough. I think the one is the one that's a more consistent break. And one ball a little bit high on that, and you saw how the 3 rattled and didn't quite go in the pocket, so he almost hit it to where he made the 1 and the wing. That will happen sometimes.
Okay. That's
But I think what it does is it makes the break definitely more difficult, and I think the pros really like that format because helps the better players rise to the top over time, and you get a lot more tactical play, a lot less break and runs and 5 packs and 6 packs and whatnot. The players are more forced to play tactically and a lot more dry breaks. I think it's good for the sport. This one ball might squeeze. No, I don't think it went. It needs a bump on the 7. Ooh. I think it goes on the side still. Let's see if Bo can get some momentum going in his favor now. He's had a few missed shots, and Prathamesh has been on a tear, going 8-2 in the past 10 racks. Yeah, I think the 1 cuts on the side, so he's got to hold it. Oh, too thick. Wow. Tendency there is to go thin because you're afraid of hitting the 7, but he actually went a little bit too extreme the other way. Doesn't want to be straight. Yeah, I think he's just gonna power this or just roll forward. Okay. Enough angle, but again, a little straight. There's a lot of side spin here. He's making sure the coins are out of the way for the shot. Yeah, it's putting full left on this. A little bit of high. Nicely done. Now play for the 5 into the top left corner. Just gotta pick which side of the 7 you want to go around. Bump the 7. Oof, nice shot. A little fortunate. Could have easily gotten hooked behind that 7. I think Prathamesh is starting to get into more of a rhythm. I think this is his style. I think he likes to play at this type of speed. That was a key shot though, 4 to 5. I think it's been the shot of the rack usually. Whoever gets that 4 to 5 or misses tends to decide the rack. Because yeah, anybody can run 4 balls, right?
Yeah.
I
can run 2 balls.
You can run 2 balls? Okay. I miss ball in hand sometimes too, so I don't know.
That's a worse one.
Gonna go across probably here. Bump the 9. Oh no. He's got a little lucky though. Should be fine.
Luckily the 9 didn't go that far.
Let's roll this 9 ball in. He's putting a lot of left on it. He's aiming really high. And then he like comes down on the stroke. So interesting. Alrighty, well. Prathamesh goes up another rack. Keeps his lead of 3. See if Bo can get back in this one. Let them rack him up. Take a quick break and be right back. All right, took a little break there. Looks like Prathamesh got another one on the board. Now he's up 4 racks, biggest lead of the day so far. They're playing for 600 in the middle. Oh, and he overcuts that one right as I joined back in the booth. It definitely has left it for Bo. Now Bo is almost in must-win territory. He doesn't want to get too much of a deficit here. He started off really strong in this match, but Prathamesh made a big comeback. I think winning 8-1 or so, 9 racks, and trying to get to the hill. He's pretty close. Big miss though. Now it's on to Bo to take advantage of this one. He's got a return serve because Prathamesh has definitely been capitalizing on these mistakes from Bo. And it's right around this area where you got five balls left or so. It's actually perfect on this 5 ball. The 6 leads naturally to the 7. Doesn't want to be on the rail, but pretty sweet. It's got an angle going away from the rail. Just wants to guarantee an angle on the 7. 7th 8's a little bit tricky. I think as long as he has some sort of angle, he can pick which route to take to get to the 8, but just doesn't really want to be straight on the 7. That's the only thing. I think I prefer getting close to the 8 maybe on this shot, getting high on the 7, then you can play one rail down and up. Looks like he's playing below. Oh no, he's overcut that. Wow. Must have kicked or something. I wonder if the balls are getting dirty or... Looks like I might have skidded. I'm not sure. He overcut that by a ton, and this cue ball rolled really far off. Yeah, Shu Chang, I agree. Bo needs to remember the way he was closing out the racks, but big miss there. Prathamesh has a shot on the 6. Where's his cue ball ending up? Oh, doesn't look like he's going to have a shot. Yeah, he knows this is a big rack because if he gets one away from the hill with a lead of 5, it's a big hole to climb back from. Bo's almost in must-win territory. He wants to keep it within a few racks still. Kicks at it. How's his cue ball going? I think it's going to spin out. Shu Chang saying to, okay, do a stop. Okay, so stunning on the 6, stop shot on 7, and shoot 8 in the side. I think the 8 goes in the side, that's true, but it's just very thin. It was a little tricky. You usually prefer not to play that 8 in the side, but I think you might be right that it's the simpler position play. And you don't have to complicate anything around the 6-7, but nice shot from Bo. Put in some inside spin. He likes those inside spin shots. I saw him shoot some in, I think, yesterday's match. I think it was actually against John on Friday. He almost overspun it a few times. It was wild. Rolls that 8 ball in. Playing the 9 in the side. Big 9 ball. To bring it back within 3. He rolls it in. All right. Bo's got another one in his favor. Within 3 points. He's almost in must-win territory, but he's still got a little bit of a gap to play with. Prathamesh putting the pressure on. 2 away from the hill. It's starting to get close. It's going to get tight. I feel it. Let's see what's going to happen. Wow, I think that might be the first scratch on the break we've seen. That is one of the tough parts of the break. Got to cut the balls. I think he cut him a little bit too much. Hit the 1-2 thin and got kissed as it got stuck in the pack and went straight into the corner behind the 4. So Prathamesh with ball in hand. Not an easy out, but nothing's tied up. A few tough positional shots. He's doing that thing again where he's aiming high and he's putting draw on it. It's pretty interesting. I think he wanted it to be a little bit lower so he can just stun for the 3 in the side, but I think he can stop shot this actually. He's a little bit elevated on the 8 ball. Yeah. He should be fine. Ooh, decided to draw it. Wow. Wow. I just think he likes to shoot with a lot of spin. That's my hypothesis. He knows he's on the TV table, so he's trying to show off maybe. Who does that? Oh, went for the side. Wow, I thought surely he would go for the corner. I think he got away with it though. Tough leave. I don't think I've ever seen Bo shoot with the jump cue. I think he prefers to kick usually. Yeah, big shot indeed, Shu Cheng. Big miss though. Good contact. How's his cue ball? It's going to leave a shot. Now it's this distance off the rail, I think, when Prathamesh tends to jack up almost too much, in my opinion, at times. I think he's leveling out, though. Yeah. I think when he jacks up on these type of shots, he loses some accuracy, but it's a solid shot there. Now I think he's just trying to keep his rhythm and try to close this one out. Oh, watch out, 7 ball. Oh, wow. Got a little too close for comfort, in my opinion. I think the 7 passes into the side pocket. Wow. You said a Shu Cheng. Boom. That's right. Straight in 7. Just watch the speed. Ooh, overran this position a bit. Maybe not watch the speed, but watch the line. I think he put just too much English on that. Now he's looking to cut this thin into the corner. Big shot here. Oh, and he stretched. Yeah, you can tell he's a little bit frustrated with that position. It's an empty club right now, so you can basically hear everything the players are doing. Hemming and hawing and a lot of pressure. Stretched out, thin cut, big shot. And he nails it. Keeps the cue ball out. Nicely done there. Tough run out. It's still a run out. Prathamesh 1 away from the hill and breaking. All right, big rack here for Bo. It's got an open table. Costly mistake from Prathamesh. Will Bo take advantage? Shu Chang rooting him on, saying, now is the time, Bo. It's Bo time. Oh no, overcut it. It's going to get away with it. Leaves a bank, it looks like, but tough miss. I think that's the speed that he's been missing some of those shots at. I think he had a 9-ball that he kind of rolled at that same pocket, around the same speed. Similar miss. Prathamesh might be able to cut this ball. Yeah, he has enough angle, I think. Might run into the 9-ball, though. Oh, almost hit it on the way back in with a cue ball. Where's it going to end up? Wow. This is a massive rack because Prathamesh gets on the hill with only 9 in Bo's favor. It's going to be a big hole to crawl out of. Bo's got to get this rack down. It is winter break, so anything can happen, but having the break so tough definitely makes it hard to break and run. I don't think we've seen one today. May have seen one early on. I don't remember. I've seen some table runs, though, where one person breaks, the other one runs out. So let's see what he's got. 7-ball, though, deep in the pocket. I think on these pockets, this is not a shot you want to shoot rail first. I've seen it way too often. This misses rail first. Unless you're hitting it really, really tight to the 7 on the rail first. Yeah, looks like he's going to draw this back. He's jacking up. Big shot here. Big stroke from Bo. It's the rail. Watch out, cue ball. Oh, no. Devastating. Wow. Tough miss there. Really costly mistake. Just feel like he hasn't quite gotten in the rhythm. He had it early on a bit, but it was from some big mistakes on Prathamesh's end. That puts Prathamesh on the hill. 9-14. Must-win situation now for Bo. Prathamesh to break him. Wow. Dry break from Prathamesh, but leaves Bo safe on this 1-ball. I don't think the break has actually played that much of a I don't know, effect or a factor on this matchup, but definitely missing some of the middle of the rack balls, like the 5, the 4, the 6, even the 7. Those have been kind of the key mistakes, I guess, from Bo that has left the door open for Prathamesh. Looks like he's going to push out. He's still left him hooked, so I imagine Prathamesh will give this back. Being up 5 racks, he definitely don't want to go for any risky kick shots if you don't have to. Make your opponent come up with a shot. All the pressure's on them. So, smart choice from Prathamesh. Ooh, gets a good kick there. And he's going to leave something. A little fortunate, though, to tie up the 4 and the 7. But Prathamesh might have an angle here to break those balls up. Oof, misses that one. I think he was trying to force it forward maybe and break him up with a force follow shot. But now that they're opened up, again, it's time for Bo to take advantage. He's in a must-win situation, so... Oof. It's going to be tabletop on this one. He either wanted to bump the 7 full or just glide right past it. Now I think we're going to have to see the bridge. He's right-handed. Don't know if he's going to be able to reach over the 7 ball. Oh, actually, yeah, he can reach. Sorry, I'm thinking about it from a left-handed perspective. Doesn't want to be on the rail. Should be okay. Has some angle to go forward. It's a must-win rack for Bo. Big run out here. Nice shot there. Good speed, and he's perfect on this 5 ball. Nice shot. There's the Bo we know. You wanted to be a little bit higher up, so you could just stun across or draw straight back, but should still be okay. The 4 ball was a big shot for sure. I like the shot calling Chucheng. He goes in the chat from saying, not the shot you want at this time, to wow. And that's not the roll that he wanted. I think he needed to miss that 7 ball and come around it. So, tough situation here. He's down 5 racks. Prathamesh is on the hill. He's in a must-win situation. And he's got to play a pretty tough safety here. I think separation. Put the 7 in between. It's a good 6 ball, I think. Ooh, he might have left an edge. I think Prathamesh can go between the 8 and 9. He might have a gap. I think he's going to have to kick at it, though. He has option of kicking off the short rail or the long rail. No, it looks like he has a window. I just don't think it cuts, though. Oh, he's jacking up. Ooh, the dreaded double kiss. All right, he's left Bo's patented shot, though. This blind back cut into the corner pocket. It's a big shot here. Pretty crucial for the match. Figure any player who makes a 6 ball and gets on the 7 is going to be out in this one, so it's a must-win rack for Bo. Yeah, he's looking at the path. He knows he can get there, but he's going to have to play the 6 ball dead weight if he tries to cut this in and stay on the 7. Yeah, Chucheng, I believe it does go to the right. I think he's just walking over and taking a look now. Yeah, he's looking at that angle now. think I also prefer the cutting his, I guess in our perspective now, the top right corner pocket. I think that is the shot. A little bit more natural. Leave a safety if you miss. Oh, yeah, nice shot. It's going to get below the 7. Doesn't want to be too close. Oh, good speed. Nicely done from Bo. Yeah, I think at first he was looking at the back cut, and then he shifted gears. I think he definitely made the better choice. He's a little bit close to his work, but should be easy to get on the 8 ball, so just has to hit this at the right angle. This is a sellout shot if he misses, so he's putting a lot of risk on this. He's got to take it, though. Big shot here. And he's nailed that one. Perfect on this 8 ball. Nicely done. Bo making some big pressure shots right now. Yep, just take any cut on the 9 and you should be solid. Nicely done. Good speed. Big shot. Oh, no. Heartbreaker. Tough miss there. I feel like he kind of understroked it a bit. Normally you see him kind of rifle that ball in and go 2 rails out. But didn't leave it super easy. For the match, oh, has he fluked it? It says call shot 9 ball for a reason. And that 9 ball is going to spot up. Oh. Almost made it. He just overcut it a bit. So, Prathamesh leaving Bo a shot at this 9 ball. Nicely done there. Big pressure rack there for Bo. Wow, able to scrape by off the Prathamesh miss. We're still in this one, folks. The Bo show goes on. We'll let him rack him up, and we'll be right back. All right. Bo still in it. Must win rack. Prathamesh has a chance here to clear up. Is he going to take this match by the horns and finish it off, or is he going to give Bo an opening? I think if Bo can win this rack, he's going to start building some momentum for sure. Last rack was pretty scrappy. Bo got away with it just by the skin of his teeth. And now he's going to need some help from Prathamesh here. Nicely struck there. He's got a perfect angle to come back along the path that he's on. Just wants to string the cue ball back to where his hand is roughly on the table. It's a little bit fast. Watch outside pocket. Oof, yeah, he definitely overran that position, but he's okay because he's got another corner pocket. Luckily, there's more than one spot that he can go in. Yeah, I think you're right, Xu Cheng. The luck is shifting towards Bo, but he just needs to survive. It's out of his hands. It's up to Prathamesh if he can run this out. I think he's going to force follow this, it looks like. Big shot. Good shot. He's looking at the side pocket. He could do a stop shot. The benefit of the side pocket is it leads naturally to the 8 ball, so he might be planning to take that on. Otherwise, he has to screw back off the 7. Play short side in the 8. I don't think he wants to do that, so stop shot. Ooh, he actually ran through. He might be okay, but I remember last time he shot at this side pocket at this angle, he kind of rifled it, and I don't know if it affected the miss or not, but he definitely missed it. Looks like he's taking it to the corner, though. Actually, no. Might be side. Yeah, corner pocket. How's the speed? That's a good shot there. Oh, it's looking pretty tough. It's got a pretty natural angle to stun for the 9 the side if he wants, or... Yeah, probably he's going to play 9 in the side. Natural position. Nice shot there. All right, so this 9 ball to close out the match. 600 in the middle. Race to 15. Call shot 9 ball. Oh, no. You got to be kidding me. Drama. Do we have drama here? My goodness. Why'd he hit it so hard? My gosh. I was surprised. Wow, 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 wow. I agree with Xu Cheng. Describes it exactly. Always drama on the hill. Archit, I'm going to tell him you said that. Archit in the Twitch chat saying, Prathamesh being Prathamesh. Oh, man. I think he shot it a little bit too quick. At that angle, those side pockets, they're a little tough. They're pretty tight. Still a big shot for Bo here. He's got to make this. And he rolls it in. Holy moly. This is a tight one. It's getting spicy in here. My gosh. All right, so Bo's got some momentum. We've got a match, ladies and gentlemen. Within 3, he's breaking. Let's see if he can stay alive. Now that big 9 ball miss has definitely shifted things in his momentum, so I wonder what the players have got to be feeling now. Bo's just barely staying alive, but he's still in it. The Bo show continues. All right, looks like the players are taking a quick bathroom break. All right. Prathamesh got to be kicking himself after that big 9-ball miss. Let's bow back into this one. Let's see what we got on the break here. Now, this is the time, Bo. If you're going to make a ball on the break and get a look at the 1 or the 2, this is it. Ooh, just came a little bit low on that 1 again. Cue ball. It's got a lot of movement, but I think he's left a shot. Looks pretty straight in, I think, but just a slight angle, cutting it to the left. I think Prathamesh will just follow this. Oh, just playing it safe, it looks like. Okay. Less aggressive. Just left a cut on this 1 ball. So now looks like Shu Chang in the chat. He's actually betting on Bo now. Anybody want to take him up on that one? We'll have to see. This is getting spicy for sure. This 2 ball's kind of tough to get on though, because the side pocket comes into play. Oh, a nice little nudge on the 4, but wanted to hit there on the rail. Yeah, he pointed to it. It's tough to go through all that traffic. Still has a cut, but it's gonna cause his cue ball to fly all around the table. So I think he's gonna have to play it safe. I think I like just following the 2 ball, trying to get up behind the 5 if he has the angle, and just follow the 5 to the bottom rail. Maybe you could also cross bank this. Oh, we went for the cut. Oh, that's the risk. You're gonna lose the cue ball. Didn't really like the cut there. It's just too hard to control that angle. Even if it had missed a 6, chances of getting on the 3 ball were pretty slim, because who knows where that cue ball was gonna end up. So now, once again, Bo's at the mercy of Prathamesh. He's going to need some help. He's going to need a mistake. Is it going to come again at the right time? Prathamesh says to shake this off. It's just 1 missed 9 ball. Who cares? You're still in control. You still have 3-rack advantage. But there we go again. He's playing a little bit too tight, I think. He had a lot of space on the left side of the table to play that, and he kind of let up on the stroke. Surprising. He might still be able to cut this in, but I think he has to swerve it a bit. Yeah, it's very close, but I think he has to swerve. Hard to tell from this angle. Big shot here. He actually had the potting angle, it looks like. That, or he just swerved it a bit too much. Ooh, fortunate roll here, though. He might have a chance, Bo, to glue him to the back of this 9. Problem is he's on the rail. Does he have enough speed to get to the rail? Oh, no. That's the risk with that shot. It was a little bit too much angle to keep it on the rail. Ouch. Tough miss. I think that's been the difference, is making the mistake on these last 4 to 5 balls. It's been the difference maker. Can Prathamesh run these 5 out? Close out the match once and for all? Or are we going to see a little bit more drama here? It's got a good line on the 6. Anywhere near the spot in the break box area should be easy for the 7. Sorry, I won't say easy anymore. I should say less difficult. Comes across, good speed. Ooh, he's coming up a little bit long. I think he needed a little bit more draw, but either way, still got a chance. Wants to miss the 9 ball going across 2 rails probably. Hits it with pretty good speed. All right, this 9 ball. Let's close out the match. Will he shake it off? He sinks it. There it is. Players shake the hands. Nicely done from Prathamesh. Strong showing. Unfortunate for Bo, but just came down to those mistakes in the middle of the rack. It's usually what it comes down to. Yep. Tough match for Bo, but I'm sure he'll be back at some point. Anyway, thanks to everyone for watching. Another match down here at Ox Billiards. Another one bites the dust. But boy, we had some drama there, folks. It was fun. Thanks to everyone for watching. Pretty sweet. And yeah, let us know if you want to come see some more. Keep an eye out. We'll definitely be breaking some more matches over time. Looks like these are pretty fun. Let us know if you want to see some more. Like and subscribe. Share the stream. And help support us so we can show you some more pool, snooker, billiards all around. All right. Thanks, everyone. Good night.